Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Today is my first day back training after my meet on Sunday. My body was pretty beat up. I had some trouble doing squats. I really felt uncomfortable getting back into the groove. I haven't done beltless squats in 10 weeks since starting my meet prep, and they felt really awkward. I'm having some trouble really getting set up correctly in this yoke station. I'm going to have to adjust the settings and the J-hooks and the yoke and everything a bit to help with this because it certainly affected my performance being able to really get set up correctly. But these were just awkward. I ended up not going very heavy. I think I did something like 5 reps with 180 paused. And I don't know whether I'm going to keep doing beltless for a little while because I'd already pulled beltless on deadlifts, or if I'm going to go back to using a belt all the way until my meet. I'll decide over the next week or so what I want to do with this. And all of this is really just kind of a session to get back in the groove. Starting next week, I'll go into some basic linear periodization. And as a lot of you guys know, I train full body pretty much every day. I'll take days off as needed, but I don't see myself lifting less than 6 days a week. And so all of my basic lifts are going to be done basically 6 times every week. And my program is going to be pretty simple with minimal accessory work. But here's the pause squats. And as you can tell, I'm really loose and wiggly. I had a lot of trouble with core stability, thoracic erectors, because I've got used to training with a belt again, so this was a bit awkward for me. And then up next, I have some pause bench. I only went up to 120 kilos. I'm really not counting reps right now, guys. What I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to do a type of linear periodization to where I don't count reps. I just loosely track reps, and I will just increase weight very small amounts every single week and just go up in weight while just using the RPE scale and everything. I'm not going to follow that for deadlifts, of course, and I'll break down why later because I'll be deadlifting 5 or 6 days a week. I'm not going to be pushing them that hard. It's just for technique. I'll let my rows and my squats be my deadlift strength. But I'm doing really, really long pauses on all the benching, and particularly on my work set, because I really need to focus on my explosiveness out of the bottom of the bench. And I'll let my other accessory work, which I'll do a little bit of tricep work, but basically my overhead pressing, fix the rest of the problems with my bench. I need to just focus on getting faster and more powerful off the chest, which means really long pauses and letting it sink in, as you guys can see here. And up next we have deadlifts. I felt a little stiff on these because my lower back was throbbing a bit after doing the beltless squats. And this is just a warm-up with 180, and then I go to 220. I am probably just going to work technique for a while. I probably will not go over 5 reps, and I probably will not go over 220 kilos for at least a month on my deadlifts because, again, I'm just retraining the motor patterns on them and doing them frequently for that. I'm going to let other lifts do most of my strength building so that I don't beat up my recovery deadlifting really heavy all the time, because I'm cutting right now. I'll be doing an hour of cardio every day, and then with all this ultra high frequency training, my nervous system really probably can't get away with me pulling really heavy, so I'm going to keep it relatively light and just focus on technique. You notice I was a little slow out of the hole on that one, then it picks up a bit. And then up next, I've got Pendlay Rows. I'm going to be high repping these for the most part. I'll gradually build up weight. I'll probably end up getting down to triples eventually on these, but for now, I'm just high repping them pretty light. I'm going to use these as my primary back builder and overall just accessory movements. I'm cutting out weighted chin-ups for a while, and I'm going to focus on just Pendlay Rows for my back, that and deadlifts, and then for biceps, I'll just do straight bar curls. And I'm not going to bother with chin-ups for a while. I think with Pendlay rowing 6 times a week, I can come in and curl once or twice a week, and that'll handle my bicep development. And then last, we have seated press. I had to go pretty light on these. And again, everything I'm doing is dead stop training. Everything is paused work. Everything is paused at the bottom, and I'm doing that intentionally to build a power base back up. And on these, because I'm not used to doing these seated, I haven't done them seated in over a year. It's going to take me a little while to build my strength back up on these, but there's no real way for me to cheat, no way for me to do a push press doing these, so I think these are going to help bring my delt and tricep strength up quite a bit, hopefully. So we'll just see how it goes with them, and if I get really annoyed with them, I'll go back to push presses. Alright guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you next time.